for that. And you're going to want to stay tuned. Probably, I mean, I don't know where, you'll see these drop. I don't know if, your sneakers app, I definitely don't think, it's obviously not a Nike shoe, so you won't get any notification from your Nike app or anything like that. But De'Aaron Fox, you're going to want to keep an eye out for when De'Aaron Fox's, I believe they're still calling them the Rain Ones. In some, I know Rain is the namesake of the shoe in some capacity.
What about his new kid,
Poppy? Actually, I don't know 100% if because all we've seen is the Instagram post. I don't know if we know 100% that the kid's name is Poppy.
Yeah, that doesn't sound. I mean, it sounds more like a nickname.
Well, because I think the reason why everybody's assuming it is because, and I don't want to get this wrong, I don't want to misquote, but in De'Aaron's Instagram post where he kind of announced it, that the birth of his second child with Rasay. Let me see here again. I just don't want to misquote it. He said, "My California Golden Poppy," and posted the date of birth. That's it.
Male or female?
It is, I believe, a female.
Okay.
Yeah. So, that I think that's all people are going off of right now. So I don't think that's confirmed. But anyways, yes. Nonetheless, I believe the shoe, the first iteration of De'Aaron's shoe, will be named after his son Rain. And I think we got a sneak peek of them at some point. I know we at least saw some De'Aaron wearing some shoes that had a logo that clearly was De'Aaron's logo. I think he's since revealed that it's kind of it's a silhouette of a fox that is kind of curved, obviously, and it's made to look like a D. I think it's a pretty good logo as far as everything's concerned. You definitely know whose it is. Obviously, D Fox. If you just put the lettering with the emblem itself, seems pretty good. I've seen John Morant's logo. Anthony Edwards has a logo that's just, some of these guys, it's like, they just use their initials and, they make it into some complicated, Tom Brady, I know, has the TBs. And, I really am a fan of De'Aaron's logo, at least. I think it's really, really cool. I think it would look great on apparel. It should look fine on shoes too. There's no reason why it wouldn't. But I'm pretty excited for the De'Aaron first signature sneaker. It'll be interesting to see what colorway it is. If I'm not mistaken, though, De'Aaron did have one. I don't know if it technically counted as a signature shoe, but he did have a drop with Nike. I believe it was called the Swipe-A Ones, super limited release. And they weren't any sort of purple colorway or anything. I think they were kind of like a brown or a tan, beige kind of color. I think there was some orange in there too. So hopefully these shoes, you'll get the standard black, and I'm assuming some all white version. But can we get some purple? That is my question. Can we get some purple in De'Aaron's first shoe? Because that's got to be the official shoe of Golden One Center for the season. Because, I kind of teased it in that first segment, but the last shoe I can remember, signature shoe that I can remember a King having, is the Dada Web Ones. I don't know if they were called Web Ones, but they were the only Chris Webbers that I ever saw. I don't think he ever had a second one, but they were, Dada, first off, that's a blast from the past. Dada obviously doesn't exist anymore, but they had the Spreewells with the spinners in them. Come on. You want to talk about having a chokehold on the culture? There was a time early in my life, and now we're talking early 2000s, where if you were a kid in Sacramento, you either had Dadas, you either had the Spreewells, you had the Webbers, or you had Heelys. That was it. Those were the three sneakers that you would, maybe more specifically me.
Guess which one I had?
I mean,
wheeling
the
heel,
Heelys
baby.
were pretty sick. And you know what? They made a comeback too. I don't know if you've seen kids, like high schoolers are wearing Heelys.
They're kind of rad.
They're pretty sick. They're a little bit harder than you would think. I remember, I don't know, maybe in high school, I found like a Heely, adult Heelys website, bought a pair. A little bit tougher than you would remember. You got to lean back.
Well, it's like walking in high heels kind of too. There's like a weird, and it like clit or like
yeah, because you can't really walk. Yeah, because the wheel is still poking out a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I maybe history is time is a flat circle, right? And maybe people in Sacramento, kids these days in Sacramento, be rocking the Foxes or the Reigns, I should say. You can rock some adult Heelys, or I guess just some regular Heelys since they're making a comeback. And I don't know, we got to get something done with the Spreewells, man. Those Spreewells were crazy. And I remember, since we're just going off here, I remember if you wore those Spreewell shoes enough, the wheel would stop spinning at some point, and all that would happen is you would take a step, and you would just hear the air compress out of the other side, and so you would just the entire time. Please, it feels like shoe innovation has gone backwards. Like Shaq had that cell phone shoe that was like a real functional phone in his shoe. What, like, it's what's honestly shocking to me? Why don't adults have? Nah, never mind. I shouldn't go there. I'll say it. Why don't adults have light up shoes?
Yeah, because it's.
I mean, it looks because you look for is the answer.
I think they took the lights and they put them under their cars, and I think that's where they went.
Yep, it looks pretty sick. I can't lie.
Yeah, it looks sick. When my lift pulls up, my Nissan Altima lift. Oh yeah,
nothing better
with the green underglow.
That's how you know you're in good hands.
$14 LEDs. Oh yeah, you're gonna get where you want to go quick.
The glove compartment too. Oh yeah, when you got the custom Govies in your car, dude, you're living large.
You think the car's lowered, but the shocks are just shot.
Yeah,
and the ride is rough.
Absolutely. My goodness. So yeah, there we go. I'm excited for the rain ones, or whatever De'Aaron's going to call a shoe. Again,
I want just the poppies, bro.
The poppies, you got to wait for those.
Yeah,
you're going to have to wait for those. But yeah, really excited that De'Aaron's going to get this opportunity. Glad that he is actually a priority of this Curry brand. I think that's kind of why De'Aaron left Nike, is he was getting leapfrogged by the Anthony Edwards of the world, the John Morants of the world. And he wanted to make sure that, he gets his own lane and he gets to partner up with Steph Curry, which obviously has a lot of benefits for him. I think the Bay Area and Sacramento ties is something that's definitely been talked about a lot, but I do think it's mutually beneficial for both of them. And yeah, I think in general, I have faith that they'll be good shoes. At this point, you don't really know much. The only details that we do know is the shoe will be a low top, and it'll feature a strap and is inspired by runners. That is the only information that we have so far on De'Aaron Fox's new signature shoe. I don't believe we have any sort of date or anything like that to expect them, but I would assume that they would drop, I don't know, around Christmas time seems pretty good for me. I would definitely assume at some point during this NBA season. Who knows? Maybe it might be game one. If he's going to be rocking signature shoes throughout the season, I'd assume that'd be about as good promotion as you can get. So be on the lookout for those. As we do have Media Day, September 30th. Maybe we'll see it then. And maybe we'll be able to ask De'Aaron about that ourselves, as we plan to be out there asking all the players all the questions on Sacramento Kings Media Day.
I got to pitch you guys some ideas I have for Media Day. There's something I wanted to do before. I just don't know if it would fly.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe today, maybe when Alan's back, Alan will probably shoot it down before you, because he's jealous when other people get the limelight, But
no comment.
Yeah. That's just the hard truth. But anyways, something to look forward to.
Something to look forward to for sure. Yeah. Excited to hear that. And I think there's going to be a lot of new ideas that we try and implement out there. And it'll be a work in progress. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Sacramento Kings Media Day, September 30th, and we definitely anticipate being out there and talking to all of your favorite Sacramento Kings. So definitely looking forward to that one. Coming up next, we're going to talk about the new NFL kickoff rule and how some teams, again, are really, really going for it when it comes to these new kickoffs, and why one of those teams is your San Francisco 49ers. You're listening to Stiles and Watkins, Sactown Sports.
The NFL.